You're listening to Dollar Club Wrestling. Respect the dollar.
Ooh, we got over here. Dollar Club Wrestling. Bada boom, realest guy in the room. How you doing? I'm Enzo. And if I had a dime for every time I watched Dollar Club Wrestling, I would have 0 dimes. No, I'm just joking, man. Have about $1, right?
Hey, this is former WWE superstar and ECW original, the Blue Meanie, and you're listening to the Dollar Club Wrestling. Make your dollars holler and meanie dance, and Dollar Club Wrestling.
That's it. That's it. Enough for you. Enough for you. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed.
Your raps are about fake. That's chain. I don't give a and you know you can hear it. Where the you get that chain from? Halloween Spirit? I don't give a This is Dollar Club Wrestling.
I'd buy that for $1.
Recognize. I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dollar Club Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host at Panetta Sexy Time, aka Kevin Panetta, the Dollar King. We'll have Jim Prenny on here soon, don't worry. We also have a special guest all the way from Australia with too much drama in the LBC. We've got a cool ass pimp from the PWC, Mr.
Hey. That was good, bro. I love it, man. That was awesome. But thank you for having me on once again, Kev, man. It's always a pleasure, bro.
Oh, thanks for coming, my man. Thank you. And we got a very special guest down on the bottom from our fat loss coach, Joe Colari. Joe down there.
Yeah, Joe Colari with heartathletics.com. Pleasure from Cleveland, Ohio, also, and I'm excited to be on the show, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming. And you did some MMA back in the day.
Yeah, I had about 14 amateur MMA fights and like a handful of different jiu-jitsu tournaments, boxing matches, kickboxing matches, the whole 9 yards. So yeah.
Nice. So that'll be very good when we talk about our first topic.
Yeah.
But first, Jimmy T, tell me about your MMA background.
Well, you know what, man? I've got a bit of a kickboxing background from back in the day and a bit of boxing, but nothing serious, man. Just training, if you know what I'm saying. But that was years and years ago, man. But Joe, you say you're from Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, funny enough, so are my cousins. I've got a lot of cousins that are from Cleveland, Ohio. So shout outs to Cleveland, Ohio, and to all my family over there, man.
Nice.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right, so you guys, so you're not a big wrestling fan, but you know of Logan Paul, right, Joe?
I do. Yeah.
And you heard he's wrestling now.
Yeah. I was following him, obviously with the Mayweather, boxing match and everything like that. And then his brother's huge into boxing. And then I saw that he transitioned into, WWE now into wrestling. And he's pretty good, right?
He's way better than he should be. What do you think, Jimmy? Think he's a good wrestler so far?
I hate to say it, man, but he's a lot better than I expected. That's for sure, man. So, yeah, I mean, hats off to him. I mean, but how do you guys feel that he's getting a WWE Championship match? I don't know if I'm jumping the gun too far ahead already, but yeah, it's kind of odd.
Logan Paul was a guy you want to hate, and I did hate him. I really disliked him. And then he did these matches, and he won me over. And then now he's already getting a world title match. So I feel it's like undeserving, and it kind of pisses me off already getting it this soon, like handed to him on a silver platter. Kind of messed up.
It must be Bin Salman and the boys over in Saudi Arabia that's getting him this title shot.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. Go for it.
Let me give you from an outside perspective looking in, right? Because I've never seen him wrestling, right? I'm not huge into wrestling, right? I'll admit that, But you asked about, how do you guys feel about him getting this title shot, right, Jimmy? So, what I know is at least, he knows how to sell tickets, right? He knows how to bring in the views. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's where probably the money's at, right? So he could probably sell the show, man.
Well, he must be bringing something to WWE, that's for sure, man. And I agree, for sure, Joe, man. He must be selling tickets. And I bet everyone... I mean, because look, let's face it. He's... Jeff Lippman. Jimmy said he can...
Jeff Lippman.
Look at that.
He beat Joe up. What do you got to say
He's
about
my-
that, Joe, Coach Joe?
Oh my god, he'll beat me up just quietly. That's my co-host, Joe. Just so you know. But anyway, sorry, Joe. Go for it.
Oh no, I had nothing to say.
Oh well. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm sure. Look, he's a worldwide sort of star, I guess, when it comes to social media and whatnot. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure he can sell tickets, and why not?
Yeah, he definitely will sell tickets. But I think in the long run, he would have sold a lot more. You know, like I was really starting to like him. And a lot of the older people might have started to really like him a lot as well. And I think just jump. This is going to sell a lot. It's going to be in Saudi Arabia for like what is it like 50,000? What is how many people are at that stadium, Jimmy?
Is it whereabouts? What city is it? Do you remember?
I'm not sure. It's the Crown
Was it
Jewel.
Jeddah?
It might be
I think it was
Jeddah.
Jeddah. I think that place holds like 60K, something about thereabouts. So yeah, that's a fair crowd, man, for sure, and it'll be a sellout.
And you got to give him props for having the balls to be in front of 60,000 people your third match ever. You know,
I was going to
Blood
ask
money.
if it's only his third match.
third match.
Yeah,
Jeez.
And it's
But
going this match against Roman Reigns, the best in the world too. So like, it'd be tough not to have a good match with Roman Reigns.
Yeah. What's the weight difference? Is it pretty close?
Nah, Roman Reigns was like an offensive lineman back in the day, but he trimmed out. He was a college football. Actually, he was on the Vikings. He got drafted by, but
he
didn't.
did. He was right.
He's probably like 245 ish, like realistically. And Logan's probably like, what do you think? Like 225, Jimmy?
Yeah, thereabouts. It's not too bad. It's not that much of a difference, but put it this way: Roman Reigns is a lot more solid, shall we say?
Yeah. Yeah, Logan's got the lanky look, which is a good look. He looks like a star. He looks like $1 million. He's got the it factor.
For sure.
Cool. And then, but like you, Joe, you just been like getting into wrestling now with your son, playing the video game. Like this probably has him more interested than like a Seth Rollins, who probably might not even heard of, except for the game.
Yeah, the only thing, like, my son is just obsessed with it, like we play WWE, 2K Battlegrounds, and he loves it because you create a little character. His nickname is the Zombie, so they'll chant that. But he loves the guy Jeff Hardy.
Nice.
He's retired though, right?
Jeff Hardy just got a DUI, so he's off TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah, he always loves that guy. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm learning more about the sport just by watching like my son just like really grasp into it.
Yeah, I feel like the video games actually help the younger generation actually get into this product too and like more guys than they should have.
For sure. And cool. Joe, you coming from an MMA background, I know you're sort of new to professional wrestling and whatnot, but I must say, like, you're going from the the real stuff, what you see on television and whatnot, but going from that to pro wrestling, I wonder if you can actually transition to it, because pro wrestling is one of those things you either loved it when you were born, pretty much, or you absolutely hate it. So there's no sort of in between. You might be a casual fan here and there and just tune in to see what's going on and whatnot, but usually it's either you love it or you just despise it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I would say I go against the crowd then, I guess, because I would say, like, I don't hate it, but I don't also love it, if that makes sense.
Right. You're indifferent.
It's entertainment,
That's
a lot of the MMA or ex-MMA fighters, even they weren't at a professional level too, like transition well into wrestling because they actually hit a little harder, so it looks a little more realistic, and they take pride and they can actually take more. We'll let you like hit a little harder to the face, and they want it to look like it would look like in an MMA fight a lot of times too.
Well, who's the one wrestler that transitioned pretty nicely into MMA? Batista?
But
yeah,
Batista
at one point.
First. Yeah, he did wrestling, then he did MMA, then came back.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar
wins, right?
Who's that, Jimmy?
I was going to say Brock Lesnar, but also...
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Joe, he did have a fight and he is undefeated, but I think he's only had one MMA fight, dude. And it wasn't even that crash. But the ones that are successful from pro wrestling into MMA, I would say your Ken Shamrocks.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock.
Your Brock Lesnar's. These guys, Josh Barnett. Yeah. These guys are all former UFC world champions. You know what I mean? So,
true.
I mean, there's more that I just can't. Bobby Lashley.
Lashley, Jake Hager's doing MMA.
Tank Abbott.
Yeah, Tank Abbott.
Dan Severn as well.
Yeah. Filthy Tom Lawler is really good too. He didn't make it WWE yet, but he should. He's that good.
Absolutely. There's quite a few, and make no bones about it. I mean, these guys, they can fight, man. The only one that was a disgrace to the sport of professional wrestling was good old CM Punk, and he looked absolutely bad.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Joe,
Disgraceful.
maybe all three of us might be able to take CM Punk in a real fight, but in wrestling,
Guaranteed, man, guaranteed.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of Roman Reigns, did you guys see his family picture? Look how beautiful his family is right here, Jimmy. Isn't that a beautiful family? You got the Usos.
Is that really a picture of Sami Zayn when he was younger, or was that just some random?
Really, Sami Zayn. He's got the Reservoir Dog shirt on. Style. It's a beautiful.
Shout outs to the 3073 Reservoir. That's where I grew up. Just quietly. Funny enough. But yeah, man, if that's really him, man, he looked like a friggin' dog.
But now he's in the most famous family in all of wrestling, the Bloodline, you know?
Absolutely. He's the ones. What up, Us? Honorary Us, should I say.
Cool. Then speaking of celebrities, what are some celebrity favorites that you've actually did some in-ring work? Like Pat McAfee wrestled. He was pretty good. Mr. T, WrestleMania 1.
Dennis Rodman,
Karl Malone. Lawrence Taylor had a good match.
Kevin Green.
Steve Mongo McMichael too.
Steve Mongo McMichael for sure, man. Mainly football players, obviously.
Yeah, because they got the size.
Who's your favorite? Goldberg's another one, actually.
True. Yeah, who was your favorite? Do you have one that stands out over anybody else?
Probably Rodman for me, man.
Rodman, that was
only because of the NWO. I'm a Bulls fan. Heck, I'm even wearing Rodman's jersey right now. But yeah, for me, it'd have to be Rodman.
Not Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny's pretty good.
He was good, but come on, man. But I like Bad Bunny. Don't get me wrong. Shit, I even like his music.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I don't mind Bad Bunny. He's actually very, very good in ring. Surprisingly, he actually had a ring he would travel to Orlando. He moved to Orlando for like a whole month just to like train every day for his match. Like he really put the work in.
You can't hate that, man.
Yeah,
for sure. And at least he had the respect for the art form of professional wrestling to the point where he went out of his way to actually learn it properly, man.
He did. He respects the dollar.
Absolutely.
Cool. Then speaking of strength, feats of strength, I want to show you guys some of John Cena's most strongest attitude adjustments of all time, and tell me how much strength this takes. He's going to be on mute though, because I don't want to get hit with any copyright laws too.
Yeah, take it from me.
Yeah, check this out. Strong. This is when I first became a fan of Cena, like when he was a good guy, when he picked up this guy right here. Look at that. Big Show and Edge. Like how strong.
Jeez, holy cow.
Yeah. I wish he would have slammed Edge too at the same time. And what's Big Show? 700 pounds or something? Like, man. 700 pounds.
He was at his heaviest during that time, man.
Yeah, look how small John Cena looks compared to these guys, though.
It looks like a little child compared to Mabel. It's insane.
But in person,
I cut it off to Mark Henry.
In person, Cena looks pretty big, though, man. Like he's pretty jacked. Like if you're next to him, believe me when I tell you.
You saw him in person, Jimmy?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, definitely, plenty of times. He even follows me on Twitter, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't ask why, but yeah, he does.
I want him to follow me. How do I pull that off? You know, give me some
I don't have a clue, man, but he follows me for whatever weird reason. Thank you, John.
Cool. And if Jeff Lippman is in the comments right now, I got a picture for you to check out. I think this is going to be his new favorite wrestler. So a little backstory, Joe. His co-host Jeff Lippman carries like a doll that one of the female wrestlers carry. So now here's a picture of Asuka with Lily right there. I think Jeff would love that.
God damn it. You know what?
It's Instagram in the world. You got to follow Asuka's Instagram. It's so good.
You know what, Joe? I think, you know what type of wrestling I think Joe would actually appreciate?
Like GCW or something? CZW?
No. Hell, he would hate it. He would think that's garbage. Absolute garbage. I think New Japan, the Japanese style. It's coming from an MMA background. Right. It's a lot more stiff. It's New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's a Japanese promotion, literally. And their style is more realistic, say, than the Western style of professional wrestling, shall we say, which is more storyline driven, which is great too. If there's a good story, see, to me, when it's done right, there's nothing better out there than professional wrestling. When done right, though, and it's a big when.
So hold on. Let's pause. When you say when done right, what does that mean? Let's clarify that.
Well, put it this way, as Kev can attest to, we get fed a lot of shit week in, week out, put it that way, right? And to the point where if anything good happens, I mean, at one stage, the real good old days really was like 20 years ago, right? So now we get fed some good stuff and then we get fed 10 weeks in a row of shit. And then we get fed good here and there, then back to shit. So we're always complaining, always whinging.
What do you mean? They'll be like Scooby-Doo.
Like The Rock.
Oh, The Rock was awesome. Stone Cold was awesome. But there's characters that are like pizza makers, you know, they'll like make a pizza in a match. It's like really corny intelligence, you know?
Just stupid shit, right?
Yeah, there's a guy that like curses people, you know, he's like comes in, he's like, I curse you, and like it's for the kids, you know, and then the adults get all mad about it. The kids love it. Yeah. Santino Marella, like he puts his hand like this and he made a cobra strike and the cobra like would kill you.
Oh,
like, this really like Scooby-Doo stuff. You're like, why do I watch this as an adult? Like I'm kidding. There's way too much of that stuff.
Thank God we're past those days though, Kev, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. That's bad. But that's my point. You get fed a lot of that shit and then they want to be like, pro wrestling's a weird thing, man. I can't even put it like in my own head. Like, it's the weirdest form of sports and entertainment probably on the planet. I mean, even university professors have tried to make sense of it. And I don't think anyone really can. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah, like if it's something that you're passionate about, you enjoy it, you know, and it's something once again that you can resonate with. Like you said, and if it's done right, it makes somebody happy, man. Just do it.
For
just,
sure.
You know?
It just drives me nuts because sometimes I even wonder, how the fuck am I into this shit?
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's a worldwide phenomenon, man, and it has been for many years.
There's full weeks where we're like, man, I wouldn't watch this if I didn't have a podcast right now.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I'm like embarrassed.
Yeah.
But if I meet a girl out too, like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like Greco-Roman. I'm like, I used to do that very well, but no, the scripted.
Man,
like,
I'm always man, believe it or not, I hardly tell my friends, man. Right? They just find out like conveniently out of the blue, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I just, you know, like whatever. But they seem to like it. Maybe we're just tripping a little bit, Kev, you know?
I think maybe a lot of people are closet wrestling fans. They'll flick it on and like, you know.
100% agree, man.
Cool. Then, do you guys like Cinnabons?
I don't mind them. They're real Cinnabons? Oh, that's Cinnabon. Oh, damn.
Look at the guy in the background checking her out. It's such a funny meme.
He's a man
Jesus
hardcore, man.
Christ. Those are buns, bro. Jesus.
Yeah, so Joe, we do this at 6:30 tonight instead of 8. Oh, I forgot to tell the crowd too. Sorry, we're not doing this Thursday tonight. I'm actually in a wedding this weekend, and we have the rehearsal dinner Thursday. So that's why we're live tonight at 6:30 instead of on Thursday. We're gonna go back next week. We'll be back to 8 o'clock live Thursday nights. So sorry about that, guys. We'll be back to normal next week.
Don't be sorry, Kev. Come on, man.
Yeah, you respect the dollar.
Respect the dollar, man. Absolutely respect the dollar.
Cool. And then Joe, did you see when Jim was on the news when he got attacked by that masked assailant?
No.
I'll show him, Kev.
Yeah, he got attacked. It's pretty rough. Here it is.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled program with breaking news.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled program with breaking news from Dollar Club Wrestling. Dollar Club champion Rock Hard Jim was viciously attacked by a masked assailant outside of 112 North Midland Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania earlier this morning. Here's security footage that we recovered from the scene. After the assault, we were able to get a few words from the not-so-enthused champion.
Gato pussy grande.
What do you call a man that attacks you from behind? I guess the word would be a coward. Well then what is the word for a man who attacks you from behind? It has a mix. I think the word is little bitch. You just made the biggest mistake of your life, little bitch. Because I am the champion. I am Dollar Club Wrestling, and I make the rules. So on October 27th, at Mischief Night, with the title on the line, you will be there. and you will recognize me.
If you have any information on this masked assailant, please contact your local authorities or email dollarclubwrestling@gmail.com. This is Courtney Bensley from Channel 10 News, signing off.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of emails like about whoever that guy was. Hopefully, Jim can find out and get his revenge.
Yeah, man. I hope so. Jim's looking good though, man. I love it.
Yeah, he's looking slick. He's gonna kick that guy's ass October 27th at Dollar Club Wrestling Presents Mischief Night.
Yeah, man. I gotta tune in for that.
Yeah, his first match in years if that coward shows up.
Yeah.
Speaking of the devil,
There he is.
if you don't know who he is, you better
Recognize me.
Sorry,
Jim, I was just showing him your commercial. When you got attacked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he knows who the guy was. So he doesn't have any information for us, unfortunately.
No clues?
No, I brought I actually zoomed in on the security footage, though. So if anybody at home knows who this talent is, contact dollarclubwrestling@gmail.com. Any news to get this scumbag would help big time. So
Is that what you call little bitch? Is that what you said, Jimmy?
Yeah,
that's what Jim said, little bitch right there.
Yeah.
That's a little bitch right there.
That battle he is.
What was it? Pussy gato grande or something you said?
Something like that. I don't know.
Who said it?
Oh, sorry. I meant the cat, not Ernest Miller. Just some big cat or battle cat, shall I say?
Yeah. So how's your day going, Jimmy boy? Welcome to the podcast tonight.
Thanks, man. Just had to rush home from work to hop on.
Yeah, we're saying how
How's
fit
every-
you look in that video, in that commercial. Looking pretty good.
You're looking good, man. You're looking really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
man.
know that, man. You know that, Coach Joe, CEO Joe.
See.
Wait, can I ask you, since you're based in Cleveland, Joe, and you're in Philly, Jim?
Yeah.
So do you guys do it via like video? Is that how you do your thing, or?
It's all through our app, you know.
Oh,
Obviously,
okay,
we will text, conversate through Facebook Messenger and stuff like that. But yeah, everything is through our app. That's where we conversate with all the members, the meal plans, the workouts, everything. It's cool.
Oh, that's
So
actually
why don't
quite
you
smart.
explain
Awesome.
like what you do to everybody, so instead of us just like guessing, like
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I think the best way to describe what like me and Coach Jimmy do is just like we help out guys typically in their 40s to 60s. I would say lose anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds of body fat in as little as 90 days. But most importantly, just really help give them the tools to become the best version of themselves, mentally and physically. That might mean like having more energy to play with their kids, having more confidence, more stamina in the bedroom, like stuff like that, right? To just really help these guys like fall in love with becoming that person that was deep down inside, like that person set on fire to help them achieve their goals, if that makes sense.
Nice.
And Jim, it worked for you big time. Do you have anything to say about it?
Yeah, it worked for me big
Testify?
time. Why do I hear an echo?
I hear
I
it
don't know
too.
why I hear an echo.
Jim, you know why you hear an echo? Do you know why? It doesn't matter why you hear an echo.
Right. Okay. Well, I've lost 120 pounds with Heartletics in less than a year. I actually beat the record, 12-week record. What was that? What was that, Joe? What was the 12-week record?
So Jimmy basically asked me, he said, "Hey, what's the 12-week record?" And I said, about like 55 pounds. And Jimmy said, "Okay." And I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden this man loses 75 pounds in 12 weeks, like surpassing the record. Not by a little bit, but by like 20 pounds. It was ridiculous.
Damn. Congratulations, Jim. Jeez. You know what? As a matter of fact, you look even more in shape now than you did even with that video, with the promo, man. You're shredding it, bro. You're shredding it big time, man.
Yeah, I think I started, what was that, like 50% body fat when I started?
I would say so. Maybe a little bit above that, And I know you're at 430 pounds.
So I'm down, close to 25%, 26% body fat. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
And how are you? How you feeling mentally? Like you feel better at home? You like more clarity? Like
No, better than ever. Mindset is on point. That's another thing with Heartletics. The mindset is probably the most important thing. The training you get, the positive changes, the outlook on life, the outlook on yourself, just a more positive about everything. Gratitude is big. So, you want to talk more about that, Coach Joe?
Yeah, I'm huge into gratitude. So like a lot of guys think it's like woo woo or feminine. I'm like the most masculine, confident like female there is then I guess. It's like I'm all about like wearing my heart on my sleeve and expressing my emotions, like even to a bunch of like macho guys that like lift weights, right? It's the craziest thing. But what I firmly believe is just like a lot of guys out there, they have a lot of insecurities,
Oh
right?
yeah,
They
for sure, man.
basically, they have a good talk, right? Sound very good and big and macho, but they don't really walk the walk, right? And I'm huge into gratitude, and that's like the first thing. And guys have the hardest things with being thankful and grateful for what they have, right? I think a lot of people live in either fear and anxiety, where they're constantly either thinking about like the past or the future, not really focusing on the present. So when I focus on like things I'm grateful for of, it gives me that reminder of like, hey, this is now. Like I'm not even promised tomorrow, so thankful for what I have now. And I go on a whole entire morning routine just to kind of set my part up mentally for success before even beginning my day.
That's
It
awesome.
may sound weird, but you talk to yourself in the mirror, Kev. Do you think you
Oh
can do
yeah.
that?
I do that
Yeah.
every day, man.
Yeah, but
That's just kidding.
I mean, you don't do what you do in the mirror. You got to actually like say positive things.
What do you do in the mirror, Kevin?
No, I'm God's gift. Man.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
they
look at
call it
his name.
sexy time.
Sexy
Yeah.
time.
But that is
Love it.
That's funny. I guess Joe doesn't know anything about sexy time, right, Jim?
No, this is a whole nother story. I'm curious.
let me
about,
show
you
him
know?
a wrestling from time. The Dollar
He's brilliant.
King. Let me find that real quick. Hey Jim,
Yeah.
talk about something while I'm finding this. Then I'll just go into it. Oh, here we go.
What?
Buy that for
$1.
$700 Versace glasses. Custom imported Italian leather jackets. $1 million smile. If Michelangelo were to sculpt a statue of me, he'd have to stop halfway through. His hands would cramp up from all the abs. Count 'em.
Look at that.
I said count 'em. The Dollar King is undefeated in 49 of the 50 states. And as far as he's concerned, that cesspool of a place like Ohio shouldn't even count as a state.
Oh, you're Ohio.
Oh.
It's gonna teach you.
He-
I'm stronger than yours. My dollar's more valuable than yours. If you haven't heard by now, I purchased the services of Rock Hard Jim Prendy. Together, we're gonna form a team called the Dollar Club Enforcement Agency. We're gonna run rampant through the whole independence or every territory and dominate Dollar Club wrestling. And the Dollar King's gonna teach you all how to respect the dollar.
Now show him what happened in the match.
Oh, man. All right.
Oh, he's funny.
Dominant. I was dominant.
You were the longest lasting participant.
I was.
It's funny how Kev said about Ohio, man. That made me laugh.
I forgot you're from Ohio too.
You know, Jimmy, and on that trip we actually.
I know.
Okay.
It was in Ohio. I knew that, right? But it's funny, just the timing of it. That's all.
We stopped off in Cleveland. What the hell are you doing, man?
I was just. This guy. Oh! I'll get you back, Phil. Bastard.
The people of Greenville, Ohio respected the dollar too much. The Dollar King will be back with a vengeance.
I'd buy that for
I just noticed the short apron there, man.
Yeah.
That would make a hell of a
When
difference.
you land there too.
Right, for sure. I just noticed that. I never noticed that the first time.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna try to buy a ring and like put on shows like at my house and stuff too. But it's like $6,000 for a ring.
Yeah, I saw like even for 10 grand, man, for a half decent ring.
Yeah, you can get some decent ones. It costs more to get your like logo imprinted on it and stuff too, and then the ropes.
You know, there was some dude selling the old Nitro rings, man, the old WCW rings on eBay. Oh man, I think it was like 30 G's. But man, if I had the money like to blow, literally, I would so do it, man, 100%.
Nice, yeah, me too. Absolutely.
I don't know if I'd buy a ring for 30 grand, but
So Jim, what do you want to talk about? You were originally the host. You got anything on your?
what did I miss? Did I miss anything?
We talked about Logan Paul. I showed the John Cena video I wanted to show. That's about it.
Logan Paul. Joe? What did you say about Logan Paul? What's your thoughts on him?
I said he knows how to sell a crowd, man. Like, regardless if you like him or not, or if he's deserving or not to get his third match as a title shot. He knows how to sell tickets, man. For a promoter.
Have you seen any of his boxing matches?
I saw the one against Mayweather. Yeah.
What do you think of him as a fighter?
I think that whole thing was kind of staged. I do think it's funny that Mayweather hasn't paid him yet, though. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he mentioned it too this past week on SmackDown.
Funny. Yeah, but I think it was staged because, like, at the end of the day, Mayweather is a beast, man, and I firmly believe he could have knocked out Logan, man. Easily. So I think something about that was kind of staged,
To Logan's credit, though, he doesn't actually parade around like he won the fight, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, I think he knew he could have got taken out.
Yeah,
for sure. 100%.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Coach Joe was actually a boxer, MMA fighter.
Yeah, he was telling us.
Yeah, we were asking. Yeah, we talked about that.
Actually, Joe, are you still into boxing?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you know, like, what division do you really pay attention to in boxing?
Like Triple G and Canelo, so like the middleweight stuff like that. I'm always getting confused with like the weight of the divisions, but like usually around like the 165ers, 178s, around there.
Not 120s.
It just depends, man. Like I never have a favorite in any sport, including boxing or MMA or like basketball or anything like that. Whoever puts on a good show, that's like what I want to see.
No, that's good, man. I was going to ask you, have you heard of Haney?
Devin Haney?
Devin Haney, right.
Yeah. Isn't he from Australia? And also,
yeah. That's what I was thinking up. George Kambosos.
Yeah.
Who beat Teofimo Lopez for the belts, except for the one. Right, and then he got owned against Haney, man, down here. Thank God he's got a rematch clause, though, in his contract because the rematch is coming up October 16th. Hopefully he changes his stance because Haney made him look like a fool. And two, I feel like Haney is the second coming of Mayweather in many ways, man. They fight the exact same way.
For sure. No, I like him a lot, man. And what did you think about, like, when Tio obviously, like, flipped out and thought he
I loved it, bro. That was awesome, man. Because, look, I'm of Greek heritage, right? So George Kambosos is also from Australia. He's also of Greek heritage as well. So I've got a soft spot for George. Plus, I got to know him personally in real life, too. I've had a lot of discussions with him and stuff like that. He's a top guy. So it was extra personal for me. So when he did beat Teofimo, I mean, that was a great fight, man. That had the drama. It had the, just the story behind it and everything around it. It was just perfect for him to get that upset. But then he looks like a damn choker after winning those bouts and then losing him right away to Devin Haney and losing him in his home country, which is kind of sad. Hopefully he bounces back, though. But I don't know, man. I highly doubt it.
When's the Jake Paul Spider Silva match? That's
that's like October 28th. I'm very curious about.
I'm intrigued. Yeah.
Is that a boxing match or a?
It is. Yeah.
Spider was the best fighter I've ever seen of all time. UFC when he was in his prime until he broke his leg. I think he was the best.
For sure, yeah, he's undefeated boxing right now.
Yeah, but Jake Paul has got the age. He's got the thing that people don't realize is the Paul brothers are actually quite good boxers for who they are. I think we don't give him enough credit, especially Jake Paul. That dude can fight, man.
He can.
He
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 can.
actually can. He's got the fundamentals in boxing. He understands the sport of boxing, and as much as I love Spider Silva, Anderson Silva, man, I think actually, yeah, he's just too old now, man. He's done, bro, and I think Jake Paul will knock him out. I actually do think
I
that.
don't think a knockout would happen, honestly, because like I don't know, Anderson Silva knows how to play pretty smart, you know. But with that being said, yeah, Jake Paul, he knows how to fight.
He
He
does.
definitely knows how, and like I give him and his brother credit. You know, they use their money wisely. They invest right in some of the top boxing coaches
Absolutely. For
to help
sure.
them. You know, and that's
And why
why
not?
they got the cheat codes to rank up faster, and why they look the way that they do.
They're
I mean,
pretty much doing what I would be doing if I was rich, minus being an asshole.
fuck yeah. Yeah, but you know what? It's fun to be an asshole, though, man. You know what I mean? I don't think they're bad guys really deep down.
When they
I
did
mean,
their stuff, they took it a little too far. That shocked,
Yeah,
but you know,
they were pricks years ago.
yeah. Now
Absolutely.
they're bearable now, and like a lot better people now than they portrayed themselves to be to get their fame originally.
Right, absolutely. I agree 100%.
Cool.
But I do think Jake Paul can fight, man. And I just think in terms of boxing and just the age factor too, don't be surprised if Jake Paul absolutely outboxes as Anderson Silva, man. Hey, if it was a grappling match, Anderson Silva would absolutely kill him. But it's not.
For sure. Yeah. No,
And,
I agree with that.
I guess we're gonna talk about some wrestling too, but tonight there's a big match, the AEW Grand Slam. I guess we should talk about it before it happens. At least the main event touch on Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. Jimmy, either Jimmy. Who do you think? Who do you got on that, or do you even care?
Danielson will win, but seriously, I'm not hyped for this at all, dude.
Why
I'm
not?
just not. I don't know, man. It doesn't have the same feel as the year before. They say this is the biggest match in AEW history between Moxley and Danielson. Hell no. For me, the biggest Dynamite match was actually last year's Grand Slam between Kenny and Danielson because of the implications of that match. It felt like WWE versus AEW per se. Everyone was cheering when the bell was rung before they even locked horns, man. This doesn't have the same effect at all, and I don't even think it's a sellout.
It might not. It wasn't last I heard. It could be by now if we check. It looks like a great card, but I'm not excited either. I think that Tony Khan's been acting so immature, like all the cheap shots. It turns me off of AEW. I should be very, very excited. I want Danielson to win, but I think Moxley's going to win.
You think that? He's due to go on vacation, bro.
True, but they don't have the guys on every week anyway. He can take 2 weeks off, TV, and do like a pre-taped.
I don't know about that.
And then, we lose.
I don't know about that. I'm going to have to. I don't know, bro.
I am excited for the Acclaimed. Oh, you go first, Jimmy.
Yeah, just to say I have no interest in it really at all. I'm not excited about it. It's all a game anyway. I mean, with the CM Punk stuff and all that, it kind of takes away from everything. So
it kind of does. You're right, because that's the juicy part. That's what everyone's more interested in than Moxley versus Danielson.
Yeah, everyone knows MJF is going to eventually get the title anyway. So
you should have just put it on him right away. Why waste time?
That reminds me. I'm glad you guys both brought that up, because what's stupid about the booking of this company? First of all, you've got a battle royal to determine another number one contender, right? Why?
Another guy just to lose to the champion, like Brody King did.
But what for? Like, we've already got MJF, and as Jim said, let's just do this shit right now. And like you said, Kev, there's no point of this jobber battle royal that we're going to get to have another number one contender when we've got MJF, who's pretty much your Money in the Bank sort of holder, AEW's version, right? And why? We don't need to go there, man.
If MJF would have won the title the day after the pay-per-view, like, they'd have a hot buzz again too. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Would have been the genius thing to do.
100%, but obviously they're not geniuses.
Now it's another 2 WWE guys too. Like,
stupid, man. Absolutely stupid. I'm not hyped for it.
Do you watch AEW, Coach Joe?
No. I was just telling them though that, like, I'm starting to get into some of this stuff. Obviously, with Oakley, he's 3 years old, right? He plays the WWE 2K Battlegrounds and like absolutely loves it. So like I'm starting to learn more about it. Like it's
You know,
intriguing to me, you know.
the Dollar Club's in the video game, right?
Yeah, 2K22. Yeah, download the Rock Hard Jim Prendy and Panetta Sexy.
It's a good game too, man. It's actually a good game. You know what, Joe? Even though you got your kid that's also getting into it, I can see you sort of getting into it, but I can see you laughing at pro wrestling a lot. Just like literally just giggling at the shit.
I just want to get on the ropes, man, and just jump off and like, you know, just I want to come down. What's it called? Where you come down with the hammer?
The elbow drop.
Sharpen the elbow, sharpen up.
That's what I want to do, man. I'll do it one of these days. I promise. You'll see me.
Awesome. Absolutely. But I can see you, man. I can see you getting into it. If it's not for your kid, even for yourself, you'll kind of have a giggle at it. But I'll tell you now, I'll promise you this. Sometimes they shoot on each other in the ring, and you can tell the difference between a shoot and a work. And when shit gets real, it's very interesting, put it that way.
Yeah? What do you mean by that?
For sure.
It's real, like when it
Well,
gets like
sometimes, on occasion, shit will, whatever's going on, like if there's real life heat, and when I say heat, I mean like
people you don't like, you know, because you're in the same.
Just say we all didn't like each other, but we're all professional wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
So we take liberties into the ring. So once we get into the ring, we start laying into them for real here and there. You know what I mean? Some potatoes here and there.
Yeah.
Right. And that shit happens, man. And that's when things get really interesting also.
And it's a lot less scripted than you think. I mean, you talk about like your spots. You gotta get your spots in. You know,
for sure.
I could have like punched anybody in the face, drop kicked anybody that match too. Like you just react to it.
And then they would have kicked your ass.
No,
and also the thing that makes professional wrestling very different to everything else. First of all, there's no off season, man. You got to keep going. Like pretty much over 250 days in a year, these guys just keep going and going and going. At one point, they were wrestling for over 300 days a year, and that wasn't even long ago. So these guys work their asses off, and they earn their paycheck. And I feel like they don't get paid enough, considering what they do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And then the only other match I really want to touch on is our good friends, the Acclaimed, are going for the tag team championship tonight. So we got to root for them.
Johnny the Jobber's killed him for me, even though I'm happy for him to win it tonight. But damn it, Johnny, you fucked them up for me, bro.
Yeah, Joe, that rap in our intro video, those guys my friend was rapping against, is going for the tag team championship tonight. So we have to give them a shout out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that'll be good for us too if they win it too. We'll play that video even more nonstop.
Absolutely.
So, selfishly, I'm very much rooting for them, and I do like them, so I hope they win it too. They're pretty entertaining. Cool. Then, do you guys know Jim's a married man, but he also has a girlfriend.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here's his girlfriend.
Hey, really, bro?
Yeah,
she's cool. I mean, she looks great, obviously, but I can't stand her, man.
I don't like her. She's too Kardashian.
Oh, can't stand her, man. Sorry, Jim.
That's all right, man.
Jim, is your wife okay with that? Is your wife okay with having that girlfriend?
I didn't tell her.
That's fine, yeah. You're Italian, so it's okay.
My guma.
Yeah, guma. And then another big news is Survivor Series is going to have war games now. I'm pretty excited about.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's a natural fit.
What do you think a potential matchup can be? Like the Bloodline, do you think will be against somebody?
I'll give you one to absolutely make all you guys go, fuck that. Judgment Day against the Bloodline.
I think build it up, and I think you need to add someone cooler into Judgment Day.
Yeah, no, I don't know what they're going to build. I think this is when we're going to get Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, or this is where we get the start of the story arc where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn become a thing again. Because I can see Sami Zayn being part of the Bloodline War Games, and then he fucks up in that, and then we get the story, of him and Kevin Owens getting back together and blah, blah, blah.
The big question is Roman Reigns going to be in Survivor Series? If not, it might be the Bloodline without Roman. It might be Sammy, Solo, and the Usos. Street Profits, Kevin Owens, and somebody else.
Isn't it usually 5 guys, but to a team?
Sometimes. Is it 5 guys? Was it 5 guys?
I'm pretty sure. Usually it's 5 guys, man. Even old school.
Yeah, they had 5. You're right. Yeah.
Here we go again. Jeff, stop causing trouble, man. God damn it! Always stirring the pot.
Hey, man, this is
He's
aggressive.
our yeah, bad. He's our resident lawyer, so
He's trying to start trouble.
it makes sense. Always starting trouble, man. Always. Don't make me get Lily out, Jeff. Just quietly. I'll get La Sicaria on her. Shout out to La Sicaria, which is his wife, future wife, as a matter
Look
of
at
fact.
this one.
Oh wait, isn't that? Didn't you say that ages
I
ago?
already played all them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you're late,
Sorry,
bro.
man, I'm
Oh,
late.
Mr. Rerun.
I thought he was still causing trouble. I'm like, what the fuck?
Cool. Then, Joe, do you watch The Mandalorian?
No, not too much. No. I'm forced right now to only watch whatever my son wants to watch, and it's usually like Sonic, Pokemon, or whatever is on entertaining on Netflix, basically.
Okay.
Cobra Kai.
I wish we could get into that. Everybody talks about it.
It's
but
good,
no,
man. It's great.
It needs to be like, cartoonish for my son to have it.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, definitely.
Yeah, I brought up The Mandalorian because a famous wrestler is on the show now. It's Sasha Banks. I've seen if you ever heard of her.
No.
Nah. She's Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I think she'll probably wrestle again, but she has that at
she will.
over wrestling. She's holding it over their head now to get more money, that she's Mandalorian money.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Cool. And then Jim, you did miss the Uso family. I'll show you that instead of rerunning everything, but I will show you that. It was kind of funny. See Rikishi in that photo? That's a great family right there. A beautiful family.
His mom looked exactly like him.
Yeah.
Samoa, more Samoa. Shout out to all my Samoan peeps out there.
Cool. Then, so Joe, we're gonna do our dollar segment. This is where we talk about hot chicks. So if you don't want to be in a sexy segment, let me know. I can take you off the screen. It's if you're cool with it, stay on.
No, man, I gotta actually get rolling because I told my wife to come home in like a little bit, so that way we had a plan for it. But is it cool if I jet?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
Anytime.
Have a good one, Joe, man.
You want to plug something before you go?
No, yeah, I mean, if anybody's interested in just having, a life-changing, transformation, just like Jimmy, I mean, Jimmy got an amazing shape, lost over 120 pounds, more confidence, more energy now. I mean, obviously continue to listen to the podcast, continue, to ask Coach Jimmy some questions and, visit over at Heartletics also, and that's it.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Coach Joe. Everybody give him a follow. Help him out. He's a great guy.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And nice meeting you, Joe. Have a good one, man.
Nice meeting you too. I love your accent, brother.
Thanks, bro.
Bye, guys.
Peace out, brother.
Later.
Brother.
Hey,
Lost Jim.
what happened? What happened to Rock Hard?
Yeah, he's
I'm here.
early.
I'm right here.
All right, so everybody, we're gonna do the best segment in the world right now. I would buy that for $1. We break down. You have the expert opinion of the Dollar King,
Oh.
all the sexiest women in wrestling for the week. If you ain't ready for that, you better
Recognize me.
I love that.
I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1.
Recognize me.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar.
Hey, I like that theme song, Jimmy. You haven't heard it yet.
I've heard it actually, and I like it, man.
It was pretty cool.
I have, yeah, for
That's
sure.
a custom song. My buddy Gustus Roscoe, DJ Grey Ghost, made that for us, so we own that.
Oh, cool, man. You know what? I should do one for you guys too, man. I've been doing a couple of things, so yeah.
I can
I'll
send
do one.
you
You
the
can
too.
alternate, do whatever you want with it, but yeah, man, I'll do you guys one for sure.
Cool. And then, before we talk about the winners, I gotta put my girlfriend on the screen, everybody. Pure perfection right here. Yeah, Tiffany Stratton, everybody. Check her out. Watch NXT just for her.
Damn,
She's sexy, huh?
she looks
Doesn't
much
get
better here than she does on NXT, bro.
Oh, man. She's like a gymnast and stuff, dude. She's amazing.
Damn.
Then I always plug in my my future girlfriend, Britt Baker. When we look like the cutest couple ever.
You are cute, very cute together, actually, Kev. I like it.
I'm a single man. I can go for all these until I find the love of my life.
You know what's funny, man? I can't believe there's people out there that think Christian Cage and
I heard from her a lot. I'm not.
come
I'm
on,
not gonna say- I'm no comment. No comment.
really?
No
And
comment.
Britt Baker, nah, man, I don't buy it one bit, bro.
No comment.
Really? What makes you say that?
I have no comment. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn, you got to tell me this shit off
What do
the
you
air
mean,
now,
no
Kev.
comment? What do
I
you
know,
know,
man.
somebody?
I might talk to her, guys. I'm not gonna say anything where I don't want to say. You know.
You
You
can't
might
do
what?
that, Kev. Really?
I'll fair.
You know them?
Pressure him, put him under the pump, Jim.
Go
Come
to
on.
work another show with at the AEW show, dude, with Antonio. I'm not gonna say anything. That
Hey, wait. You're gonna tell us off the air at the very least.
I'll tell you. I'll
Kev?
talk to you off air.
I'm intrigued now. Now I really want to know.
Might get us big ratings here.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
And
Wow.
you guys like the Adventures in Babysitting team? Do you like?
Oh, that's a great one. Who did that?
Asuka has the best Instagram in the world, dude.
No, wait. Don't tell me she does that shit herself.
Yeah, every day she has like 20 Instagram stuff too.
No way.
Get herself. It's
Well,
hilarious.
she used to be a video game programmer, so it makes total sense that she'd be able to do that stuff, man.
I might do like a weekly Asuka. Put her in the Dollar Report every week too.
For sure.
Was
The
she
weekly
really a
Asuka.
video game?
Yeah. For Microsoft, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Straight up. That's a shoot.
So, did either of you guys watch Impact this week?
No.
No. Do you watch it in general? Have you watched it recently?
The only times I'll watch it is when I have to make appearances on the Impact Attack, which you can find on channelattitude.com, just quietly.
When's the last time you watched it? A couple weeks ago, right?
A couple of weeks ago, literally.
So you might know this girl. I don't know her yet. I had a member of the HMG, Todd Brantley, did it.
Shout out to Todd, who's
Yeah,
also a big fan of our shows too.
Nice, but he's gonna be doing my Impact pick because I usually don't watch it. We're usually recording at 8:00 on Thursdays. But
Right.
Killer Kelly gets her first dollar of the year. And
I had a
about it.
feeling you were going to say Killer Kelly, man.
That-
There's a lot of hype on her, man. She's from Portugal, isn't she?
I'm not sure. I didn't even get the chance to look her up. I was going to YouTube a couple of her matches and stuff just because Todd picked her, but busy
She's-
week, my friend.
She's Porky Cheese, or I mean Portuguese.
Porky cheese?
Yeah, that's what we used to say to all the Portuguese people at my high school, especially the girls. They used to hate it, man, if we called them Porky Cheese. But anyway,
Sexy, man. So she's
oh
not,
hell yeah.
okay. She's from Portugal. She's not Brazilian, but she speaks.
Well, Brazilians speak Portuguese too, right?
Yeah. That goes right to my head. Brazil.
Right. The white Brazilians, essentially their background's, white Portuguese. European Portuguese, should I say.
Cool. Then, Jim, who do you think's the hottest girl on SmackDown?
I don't know, man. I guess the champ. I guess Liv.
Liv is pretty hot, but I went with her third dollar of the year this week. Sexy Scarlet. 2 weeks in a row for her.
Did you guys know she's from Romania? Well, she's Romanian heritage.
No, I didn't have no idea.
Well, if you don't
She
know,
does
now
have
you
a
know.
exotic look to her. I mean,
She does. She actually does look like that Romani style.
I heard she was a bartender in Chicago, and she got discovered as a bartender originally. Might not be true. That's
I
what
wonder
heard.
what she was doing while bartending. Huh? Discovered, eh? Shout out to Killer Cross.
And Jimmy, you should know this one. There's a PWC dollar given out on SmackDown as well too.
Yes.
By the PWC's Jeff Lippman.
And I've already forgotten it, funny enough. What was it? What did Lippman give again? Who was it?
There you go.
What the hell? What the hell is that?
It's he likes lilies, you know. That's Shotzi. That's Shotzi.
What's with the...
I figured.
What the hell? That's right. It was Shotzi.
I was
likes
actually
lilies.
going to say
Put Shotzi on there.
she's pretty hot under.
She's Filipino, I believe, too.
Yeah, she is. She is. You're right. Absolutely. She's Filipina. And she looks it. Like, there's times she doesn't look Asian, but now, look, if you look at her here, she actually does look Asian, funny enough.
She was like when she was in NXT, I thought I had like a big crush on her. She was my favorite back then. I don't know why she fell off. Maybe because she's just not booked right.
Well, dude, that's her problem. She's always falling off in her matches. I remember watching her in the indie scene before she jumped to WWE, and all she does is hurt herself, man.
She's very green and very
Very green, no pun intended. But the thing is, she hasn't learned. Like in that sense, she's great at everything else, but her in-ring work, man, she needs to change it up, or else she'll be done within 5 years.
When she hosted that Halloween Havoc, was it last year or 2 years ago? I thought she was
Last
ready
year.
to break out and be a big time star.
Right.
Shame she didn't get where I thought she was going to get.
I think she can. She's a good talker. She's got a good thing to her. It's just her in-ring work. She's just a hazard, man, to herself.
Yeah, did you see that
Which is
call
even worse.
drop where she almost killed herself in NXT too? Like, oh my goodness,
Dude, she's always been like that, even on the independent.
It's a shame. I hope she figures it out because I'm a big fan of hers.
For sure.
What happened to Nia Jax? She get fired?
Yeah, they'll bring her back. Yeah, soon.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, guys. I think she's too, like, she speaks too much. She talks a lot of shit online. She needs to shut her mouth if she's got any hope of coming back into the WWE.
Well, or she can call The Rock.
Or she can call Dwayne, for sure.
If the Bloodline needs a girl, she can join the Bloodline. There's a lot of things.
She'll take over the whole bloodline. No pun intended.
She's got friends in high places.
Yeah.
Cool. Then on Rampage, we had a PWC dollar. Somebody getting their $5th of the year. Jeff Lippman gave us a little baddie, Layla Gray, with her $5th of the year. What do you think of Layla Gray?
He picks her every week.
He does. I guess he has a crush on Layla. It's a good pick, though.
Yeah, it's a good pick. You should see his Hall of Shame, guys. Just quietly. Shout outs to Jeff Lippman.
What's his Hall of Shame?
Ask him yourselves. Maybe he'll show you guys.
I know he picks Rebel almost every week, too. He loves Rebel.
Yeah, weird enough. He loves those type of chicks, man. Weird.
You said they're age appropriate for him.
How old is Rebel, man? I mean, she does look a lot older.
I don't know. Probably like young 30s, but she does look like 40.
She looks like a mother, man, like sort of thing. But don't get me wrong, she's hot. Don't get me wrong, but she's very thick. Excuse me.
And then the Dollar Club gave out $1 for Rampage as well, too. Penelope Ford, our hometown hottie. She's going to get one anytime she's on TV. I freaking love her.
Oh, man. I used to be such a fan of Penelope Ford. But, man, she's digressed, bro.
Well, you know what I say about that?
I'd buy that for $1.
When you look that good, you're allowed to digress. When you're from my hometown, you're also allowed to digress.
Fair enough.
If I see her out, I'm gonna bend the knee and call her Targaryen.
What is she, dude? What is she doing with Kip Sabian? What the hell is she thinking? Seriously,
holding her back. I think she would have been a much bigger deal if she wasn't with Kip Sabian. To be honest,
I agree. When she was with Joey Janela, I hate to say it, even before AEW, man, she was such a bigger deal than what she is right now, man.
Yeah. Kip's a decent, is a good-looking guy though, so I don't blame her. But for career-wise, Joey was more.
He's a pansy, bro. Do you know what a pansy is?
A wuss?
Kevin.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. What Jim called El Pussy Grande, whatever his name was, a little bitch.
Oh man.
That's the best. That Grande Pussy Grande, whatever his name was. He's got to look out, man. He's got to look out because Ghetto is up for a beating from Rock Hard Jim Prendy. Recognize him.
Yeah, recognize him.
Recognize him.
And so Penelope Ford and Layla Gray are both moving up the rankings quick. If you look on the bottom of the screen there, you can check out the rankings for the whole year combined. We have somebody on Raw got their first $1 of the year.
Really?
Ding dong. Hello. Ding
Hello.
Hello.
Dude, did she get breast implants?
No, she got fat implants on her breasts.
You think
got
so?
thick, dude. I think she just got thick.
I know.
Yeah,
but
she's
I
gotten
felt like
thick.
she was flat before, or was I just?
No, she's gotten way thicker now, man. Her ass has gotten all that fat and on her breast.
That like sports bra like outfit thing too probably wasn't very like flattering in that area as well, you know.
But you know what? I'm not mad at her. I still think it suits her,
a little
right?
junk in the trunk, man.
Absolutely.
I almost $1 last week because she looked good too. But
I'd take her for a ride.
So I did some performance issues here. And then NXT was obvious, right? Who won, guys? We even have to say it.
Mandy? There we go. Yeah. Of course.
She's out now. She got engaged. She's
that
out.
Tino Sabatelli, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Really?
I almost
I like. I like Santino's daughter. She's hot.
Ariana Grace. Yeah, she's good looking.
Fucking Ariana Grace. Can you believe that shit? But yeah, Mandy's the hottest thing since sliced bread when it comes to pro wrestling.
Yeah, I
So
wanted to
she's
keep
just-
Tatum Paxley just because Mandy's running away with first place, but I couldn't do it.
Just,
Mandy looked
just
that good.
give her the award right now, Kev. She ain't dropping from top spot. There's no
You think
way.
they'll move her up to the main roster?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
they don't need to.
No.
They could. I mean, I think she's the perfect sort of bench warmer right now. If they really need someone to get someone's attention, like get the audience's attention, that's when you bring up Mandy Rose, because the thing is she's ready. She's already been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think they don't need to actually bring her up. But if they have to, and when I say have to, I'm talking about if they got too many injuries and whatnot, and they need to start in the making already, Mandy Rose is your perfect person.
Do you bring her up as a face though? Like
No, hell no.
Leave her as she is. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't bring her up as a face. No fucking way.
Bring up the whole toxic attraction.
Well, they kind of are there already. Two of them are there, just not Mandy.
Yeah.
See on the scroller that Mariah May WWE she signed. She's very, very hot too.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Ugh, what the hell? She even got a bro? Really?
It was
Raquel
when
Rodriguez.
like, no girls on.
Oh,
The only one on. It was
God.
like her. It was
She
like
should.
It was her and Natalia. I think were like the only girls.
Ah,
So it wasn't.
Natalia.
Bro,
Natalia can be hot. There was a picture I saw of her the other day on Twitter. She looked.
Was there a bag on her head?
Yeah, well, it was like more of her body, but
dude, you want to see the funniest bag on over someone's head? Here in Australia, we used to say if a bitch was real ugly, would say, you got to put tucker bag over her head. Google tucker bag.
All right.
Literally, please, you'll laugh because that bag is the perfect bag to put over some ugly chick. Just saying, tucker bag.
But the
Shout
big
outs.
news here, the big news on the dollar segment this week is Mandy Rose has 15 on the year, ties the record of all time. So she's gonna run away with the new record. 15 was the biggest last year. Mandy Rose was our dollar queen last year.
Give
So,
it to her now. Jeff.
She's gonna set the bar for the following year. She might end up with 30. There's still like 3 months left of the year.
Well, I don't know how Jeff gave any dollars to the other chicks compared to Mandy Rose. Like, Kev, just give her the thing right now, bro. Let's call it a day. She's your winner right now. Your Dollar Club Wrestling champion. I'll say it right now.
And NXT by far has the most competition.
Yeah, it's Cora Jade is beautiful, and she only has one. Yeah, I think she only
There's her, there's Stratton, there's Nikita Lyons, there's
Fallon Henley, Tatum
Paxley.
It's stacked. No pun
Deanna
intended in
James,
NXT.
Santino's daughter. Yeah, they have a lot of nice looking chicks on NXT.
Cool. All right. Well, that was the dollar segment, everybody. Make sure you respect the dollar.
I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1.
Recognize. I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar!
Raquel Rodriguez.
Filmed before Grand Slam tonight, so the Grand Slam dollar will be on next week's show, next Thursday, too.
There should be a Grand Slam award winner. Who would get the Grand Slam out of all the females right now?
Amy Hayter.
Jim likes Jamie Hayter. Tiff Stratton's mine.
Actually, that's a good one. For AEW, we should call it the Grand Slam. Get it?
Yeah.
Grande Slame.
El Grande Slame. That's a sick one. That's good. I like it.
Jimmy T, the PWI 500 came out. Did you agree with Roman Reigns at number one?
Yes, actually, I did. As a matter of fact, he should have been number one last year, but wasn't. But he is this year. So, yeah, I totally agree with that, Kev.
Cool. Well, we're going to have the girls get $1. The men only get $0.25. So the Dollar Club's going to have their 25-person countdown in December. That's the real one that matters.
Awesome.
And just so you know, Kev has more quarters than he does dollars.
Ah, I see.
He collects quarters.
Oh, God.
My pants when the tip strike.
La Grande Slame, all right?
Is there anything on the list you didn't agree with?
There's a lot actually I didn't agree with. Plenty. I mean, as a matter of fact, I feel this top 500 bullshit this year is the wackiest top 500 in a long time. Like really, Grisham in the top 10, please.
Kenny Omega was hurt for 9 months, and he's in the top 10. He's been out for 9 freaking months. How's he get on there?
Beats me. That's what I mean. Like this year's PWI 500 is just kind of whack, man. It's all over the place.
Do you agree with number 2?
Number 2, who was number 2 again?
Who was 2, Jim?
Okada, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Kazuchika Okada? Yeah, I do actually. I can go with Okada. But see, I'm a big Japanese wrestling guy, so I love Japanese wrestling.
They gotta be like, what the hell are you talking about? Because he lost at the Forbidden Door, you know?
Right, but he carried the company all through the year. If you look at what they've been doing in the during the last year, especially during COVID, he's literally carried the company. I would make an argument though with Jay White also.
Yeah, without having the list in front of me, I don't know where Jay White was in the top 10. It had to have been too.
I think so. Yeah, he should be anyway.
Cool. Oh, who's the comment here? We got. All right. So then, you think Seth Rollins should have been in the top 5?
Yes, definitely one. I don't understand how he's not in there. Like, why? Oh, you could have even made the argument that he could have been top 3. Oh, Mike Messier.
On here. How's it going, Mike?
What up, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
Based on his prior matches, the amount of time they have to prepare, I'm thinking Logan has a great match versus Reigns, but the booking of it is another sickening WWE Saudi influence money grab.
Well, that's what I said earlier. 100%. Yeah.
I
Bin
don't-
Salman.
I didn't get
Logan
to say
Paul.
my opinion on it, but yeah, I think it's. I don't think he should get that match, but they're doing it for money, you know.
Blood Money. What is it? Blood Money 10 at this point.
Yeah, remember when like a couple years ago, Roman said he wouldn't even go to Saudi. Now, like I guess they threw enough money at him. It's like, who cares?
You know, I'm surprised Roman. I guess they're giving him enough money. Do you think he's happy about doing that match?
It's money.
How much money they're giving him? If he
I
wants to
would be.
retire and go to movies, hey, whatever it takes.
If I have to get on my knees for Bin Salman, so be it. With the amount of money they're paying.
Do you think everyone else though hates Logan Paul right now?
Like the Dolphins probably do, you know, like the guys that really are the good workers probably gotta like resent him a little bit.
But you also got to be real too, man. I mean, the guy knows how to use social media like no other. He knows how to market himself.
A promoter, yeah.
Absolutely great promoter of himself and his brother. So how can you hate on that, man? If anyone hates on him for that, they're just jealous, man. It is what it is.
Couldn't they done like a tag team match though, you know, like Roman and somebody against them? Like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they could have built it up like that. You're right,
Like,
Kev. They could have
It didn't
done
have
something.
to be a title match.
Right. It didn't have to be, but it is. It is what it is. I
What
mean,
would
a
you
lot
do
of
if
people.
he won?
I'll be cool with it because it's
Really?
something different. Yeah, because it's different. It's going outside of the box for once.
Were you okay
You
with
know what I mean?
David
It's
Arquette winning?
revolutionary up
So-
there. Angel Hernandez.
Were you okay with David Arquette winning?
No. During that time, I absolutely hated it at that moment. But that was a different time, though. So
Kev loved it.
I would threaten to stop
Really?
watching if Logan Paul wins the title. I'm sure I
Really?
won't watch. Yeah, I don't even want to watch the pay-per-view, but I will.
imagine he turns around, though, Jim, and I'm talking to you, Rock Hard, and he turns around and says, after he gets the Universal Championship or whatever it is, he turns around and says, "Recognize me." Can you imagine that? Tell me you wouldn't blow a gasket, man, if that happened.
I
I
definitely
can
would.
so see it.
Catchphrase. What if you
I
just stole
definitely
your
would.
Yeah.
Would you be mad if you just stole your catchphrase? He's like, Logan
Yeah,
Paul,
I'd be mad.
recognize me.
I challenge him.
I can picture just like those motherfuckers at WWE that stole our show name, and I'm talking about Smack Talk. Can you believe
Yeah,
that?
how about that?
You got to copyright that
Recognize me.
before Logan.
Recognize,
That's it.
yeah, recognize Smack Talk and recognize Rock Hard Jim Prendy, because El Gato, what was it, Grande? El Gato Grande?
Taco Grande.
He's gonna be absolutely fucked come October 27th
Yeah,
At Mischief Nights.
El Cato Grande's 9 lives are up. I'll tell you that much.
Anybody
Who is that
watching,
mysterious cat?
If anybody's watching at home has any information on this masked assailant who attacked Jim Prendy, make sure you contact dollarclubwrestling@gmail.com.
I want to know where he got the Dollar Club Wrestling shirt from.
ProWrestlingTees.com, my man. Anyway.
Nice.
Well,
All right, Meow.
Yeah.
Wow. Get the Meow out of here.
Cool. All right, guys. But we got AEW Grand Slam starting in 20 minutes. I guess we'll call it a night unless any of you got anything they want to touch upon for the end here.
El Grande Slame, as Jim said earlier.
Grand Salami.
That's got to be Grand Salami. That's got to be the new segment here at Dollar Club Wrestling. El Grande Salami.
Yeah. AEW Grand Salami tonight, everybody.
The big salami. That's got to be a new segment right here at Dollar Club Wrestling.
Yeah, right after the dollar, the salami.
The El Grande Salami, that is, Jimmy.
El Grande Salami.
That's too funny, man. Anyway.
Jimmy T, it was a pleasure having you. You're always welcome. Thanks for helping.
Thank you, man.
Always. Tell everybody where they can find it. Plug anything you want to plug.
Well, right here down there, you can find me at DJ Mass Effects and also at the PWC Network. But please like and subscribe at the pwcnetwork.podbean.com, where you can find all of our shows. And that's about it, man.
Cool. Then rock hard up there.
Yo, at Jim Prendy 54 on Twitter, TikTok, Jimmy Prendergast Jr. on Facebook. All Dollar Club Wrestling all the time. Anywhere you see Dollar Club Wrestling, you see me, you see Kev, you see Sexy Time, Rock Hard.
Tell them about how to challenge you to a promo for your championship belt and put your belt on the table real quick. Show everybody.
Yeah, if you're interested in challenging, I did have it on the belt. I guess it's not. Can you say it here?
Barely. Pick it up for a second.
If you're interested in challenging, well, first you gotta work up to the title. You gotta work up to the champ. I mean,
Wait. Can I ask you guys something? Now, if I decide to step up, right, and call myself El Grande Salami, right? Nah. And I win, and say I win that title, do you guys ship it off to me all the way down here? How does that work?
We haven't decided yet, but at least send you ping files over where we can use it in pictures.
we'll send you
Photoshop it is.
We'll send you a picture.
Nice.
But anyway, record yourself, put a promo, create a character, anything you want, send it in to Dollar Club Wrestling, email it, or send anywhere you can, and challenge. You can't challenge me unless you get to go ahead. You gotta get past the lower levels first.
And who sort of passes the votes? Like, is it Kev over here? Is it Johnny the Jobber? Is it El Gato Grande?
It's all fair. Whoever gets the most likes on TikTok and YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So everything's above board.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to buy likes either.
Damn it! It is TikTok. I mean, come on.
I think that's how Shadow Pat had a great promo, and then Sean Liam Riley destroyed him. So I don't know. We have to ask him if he knows if he bought it or not. Could have bought it for it for all we know.
I'll wait and see. But more importantly, where the hell is Johnny the Jobber?
He's on a hiatus right now.
Yeah, he's on a hiatus.
Damn it, Johnny.
Damn it. He's coming up with some new raps.
Respect the dollar, right?
He's going to ring announce Jim's match, though. So he will be at Club Wrestling Presents Mischief Night. He will be there.
Against El Pussy, El Grande, whatever his name was again?
Yeah, he's going to do Jim's special entrance for him.
You're excited for Mischief Night, Jimmy?
I'm pumped for Mischief Night. I can't wait. October 27th, Dollar Club Wrestling. Don't miss it.
Yeah, so everybody at home, you heard that. October 27th, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Jim's match, if the coward shows up, is going to be here.
You mean me, the coward, or the coward I'm facing?
Coward challenged.
Who is that coward that Jim's facing? That's the $1 million question.
You should have Jimmy T commentate.
I'd love to. I would absolutely love to commentate that match. I'm like, He comes from the Toro. Oh, pussy grande.
We could probably figure out how to do that. Like if it's
Absolutely, that's easy. Actually, hell yeah. I want to be the commentator for it. Heck, I'll even bring a color guy. I think with the color guy, it'd be even funnier. So yeah, man. Actually, count me in. I'm down. I'm pumped. October 27th, Mischief Night. Can't wait. 8 p.m.
Cool. And then yeah, you can follow me at Panetta Sexy Times on my personal stuff, and Dollar Club 24/7 on Twitter. ProWrestlingTees.com/Panetta Sexy Time, or search Dollar Club Wrestling. I was an idiot and put my personal name and not the Dollar Club name because I had 11,000 followers on Twitter and I thought I was a big deal when I should have just went with the brand.
Stand back.
Yeah. I'll admit that. That's why. And then dollarclubwrestling@gmail.com if you want to do any business inquiries too. You want us to sponsor a match, want us to be involved in a match, do commentary, anything wrestling related we're interested in. Like Jim said, hashtag Dollar Club Wrestling promo on YouTube or TikTok and challenge Jim or Sean Lee and Riley for a belt, and we acknowledge you as the champ. We'll get a lot of followers, a lot of traction on TikTok and YouTube as well. And that's all, guys. Also, give a follow to Icarus Fell MD, our good friend Jeff Lipman at the PWC.
Did he pay his way in there, Kev? Did he actually pay up? Because how does he end up getting himself in every time?
He just acknowledges me, you know? He acknowledges the Dollar King.
Well, Jeff, if you acknowledge Kev, make sure you recognize Jim.
That's
just
right.
quietly.
If you don't know me, you better
recognize him.
Recognize me.
All right, buddy. Have a great day, everybody.
I'd buy that for $1.
Recognize me.
I represent everything Dollar Club.
Respect the dollar!